It's a novel, historical fiction, and it's about a Japanese American during World War II fighting for his country in the Pacific Theater. Very few Americans know that, in fact, that there were close to 6,000 Japanese Americans in the Pacific and in Asia, such as in Burma fighting with Mao's marauders. They were in what was called the Military Intelligence Service, and their primary function was translation of Japanese documents, radio broadcasts, radio communications. And they did an extraordinary job. In fact, General MacArthur's Chief of Intelligence, General Willoughby, said that their efforts reduced the war perhaps by 2 years. They landed on the islands with the Marines and with the Army. No one knows this. They didn't carry rifles in many cases. Instead, they were protected by Marines or soldiers so they wouldn't be shot by American Marines or soldiers because they were Japanese-looking Americans. And their task was to try to convince Japanese to surrender, to acquire and review documents which the Japanese left behind, because the Japanese didn't destroy their documents on the islands. They believed that Americans couldn't read or understand Japanese. It was an arrogance that was unbelievable. And it was extraordinarily successful. But for these young men who had been in the internment camps beforehand, to leave their loved ones behind, their mothers, their sisters, their brothers, maybe their children, maybe their sweetheart, to fight for their country, which had taken away their constitutional rights. They were ready to die for their country. And it was extraordinary. And people know about the Japanese Americans who fought in Europe, but very few Americans know about the Japanese who fought in the Pacific during World War II. For America, for their country.